Yep, that is the title. And yes, that is a real email.
What do you want me?
I just need a picture of you.
Oh.
You just have trust me on this one. God damn it. Come back here. Just the back of your head.
I have a lighter.
This is my beard.
I don't think we should do that.
Oh my god! There it is. All right, we gotta give it some love. So this is our TGR2. We just got the new Pro core in. It's just kind of like a new upper for it, I guess. It's supposed to be better, and it holds air now, so that's good. It cycles all good and fine. It doesn't look very pretty because I took all the things off it so I could fart around with it. But I like the mags. The mag well is kind of iffy. Feels good, a little heavy, kicky. This is just a spider. We'll see how it goes though. I'm interested in reviewing this gun.
So it's actually
but it's coming. Yeah, the review is actually going to happen finally after months and months and months of trying to get a hold of the new, right here, Pro Core. Now we've got it. Which means we can do the review now. Woo!
people from Boston. I mean, Chris. Nice beanie, by the way. And that guy. And that guy. Hey!
Yeah, it's a photo.
And that guy too.
Hey, that guy. You at this moment.
Hey, you too.
Wow. Hey.
Oh, of that?
Yeah, and get this.
Beanies.
The guy said.
In this case,
I don't know how to spell it, and it's a small-time Vermont phrase. The kind of people who say giggly schnarts aren't the kind of people who are on the internet.
Google
So
knows everything.
they're not the giggly schnarts.
And if Google doesn't know, that means it's not real, actually.
I can call the kid up right now, Andy. Andy, where are you? Oh, I was down the giggly schnarrs. I do want to do a video, but first I'm going to enjoy this ice-cold Red Bull.
If you have a better idea for our content, please email us at ICanDoABetterJob@hustlepaintball.com.
Don't do it, it's not a real email address and it's gonna get bounced back. And I know this because I feel so much more mentally aware and awake thanks to this Red Bull.
It's gonna be I can do a better job than Chris can at hustlepaintball.com. Title.
I'm fine with a lot of things because an ice cold Red Bull really vitalizes body and mind. It's with taurine, lightly carbonated. And you know, its effects have been recognized worldwide by top athletes, busy professionals,
And people wearing flannel.
college students, and travelers on long journeys. I only take short trips, so that doesn't apply to me. But yeah, overall, Red Bull, I'm gonna give it a 10 out of 10 because it's very refreshing. And if anyone from Red Bull would like to contact me about an actual sponsorship, I'd have to check with Monster to see if they'd let me do both. But beyond that, I love the product. I really give it, 8.4 fluid ounces gets a 10 out of 10. And I'm not good at math, but that translates to at least 1 point something an ounce on the rating scale. The can itself was actually made in Austria, which is where they make all the F1 cars that Sebastian Vettel drives. So those are made in Austria as well.
Sebastian Vettel?
Yep, everything that says Red Bull on is made in Austria, including Sean White's wigs. Good barcode. Goes 11269-99100. And what I like about that...
Once again, that's I can do a better job than Chris can at hustlepaintball.com.
For all you i4 owners out there, they're looking for a visor for your i4. Well, if you can get your hands on a V-Force grill visor, you can make this work. How it works is on the very inside, or on the inside top of the mask, you would put the first post in. You can even put the rubber grommet in there if you would like normal, like you would on a grill. And then on the side here, right here, normally there's a little thin post that it would sit on the top of the vent right? Well, what you do is you take some scissors or wire cutters or any type of snips, or even cut it off with a razor. Cut off the thin part so you've got the thicker base on the bottom, or just the post right there. Now what you're gonna do is you're gonna take your mask like this, kind of pull the visor back, make sure it's straight. And what we actually used is some self-tapping short screws with Phillips heads. And what you do is you line it up, take your Phillips screwdriver and just kind of, you know, cram it in there. Start tapping on the inside here, or on the outside. So come on the outside like this, there'd be a post chilling right there. You can cut it off if you want. I cut it off because, you know, I can. And you'll take the proper term are dikes, insert joke here, and you actually snip off the outside of that. I might take some sandpaper to it so it's not so sharp, but that's it, guys. I mean, it's pretty straightforward. The only downside is you will look like Master Chief. Spartan laser. Oh, I missed. Oh God. Ah, got you.
Chris is going to take our legendary spelling test. It's multiple choice, so it can't be that hard. Let's begin.
Flabbergasting. Alright, teach. The spelling count.
It's like three in a row wrong. He got genius right. He got grammar right.
Because I am one. Grammar.
You know, you got a passing score. You only got 4 wrong.
What's the record?
Jeff, he got perfect.
Yeah, of course.
I got 1 wrong.
You can't take your own spelling test.
Well, I didn't know the answers.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, it does. But no, if you get 5 or more wrong, you don't get an interview.
Really?
Yeah.
How did you get right?
He got 4 wrong.
You 4 wrong?
Yeah. Plagiarize is hard. So you got hard ones wrong.
Lagiarise.
Yep.
Dash can spell.
You got 1 wrong, right?
I think so. No, maybe I got 2 wrong.
You got immediately wrong. Yeah.
I did.
Whatever, you're still.
All right, so it's that time of the month where we shout out to our most engaged users. This month we've got a couple of familiar names. Everyone has been in the top 3 before. And third engaged user is going to be Andrew Rodriguez. Welcome back to the top 3. Followed by Chewy Commentaries. You're in 2nd place right now. And then Arch P for the 2nd month in a row. You're number 1. If Arch P, if you are the most engaged user next month, you set a new record, I think. So keep going, man. Keep doing what you're doing. Obviously, it's working. But for everybody else, all you users out there who are trying to get up into the top list, I know we've got a bunch of guys who have never made it into the top tier of everybody before. So you guys are really pushing hard to get your name up into a reload. So everyone's gunning for Arch P. Arch P, fight back. Get that 3rd win in a row. You'll be a new record holder. It's gonna be awesome. We've really noticed that some people have been like stopping the videos. Like last week, I think it was, we had like 5 minutes of reload after this thing right here, the PB Riot, go to PB Riot, join us thing, that screen. People seem to be like stopping the videos as soon as they see that, which is understandable because like that's how all of the videos end. Be sure to stay and watch, like, comment, share the video, and maybe we'll be saying your name next week or next month, whatever it is.
So earlier this week, last week, maybe? I don't remember necessarily when it was. I think it was probably last week. Last week, I got a rather suspicious looking letter addressed to me, showed up early in the morning, Tony brought it to me. It was thick. I only presumed it was from the IRS. You know, or someone who's like, oh yes, and we're repoing your car or whatever, because Ethan actually pays us in Trident layers. turns out it wasn't, actually. It was from a mom and a young man. Mom's name is Kathleen McAllister, I hope I can pronounce this right, and her son, Kyle. So, I don't necessarily need to read the whole thing to you guys. I can give you the Cliff Notes version, but we all read it in the office and it was awesome. Essentially, this young gentleman who's a fan of ours, he is homeschooled. So he did a report, I think that's what I got out of it. That's what I believe it was in here. But the point is, his mom, who was his instructor, wanted him to do a report on someone who was his hero. Well, this is what I got. A copy of his report. For those of you guys who either can't see it or are illiterate, it says, Jay is my hero by Kyle McAllister. So that's pretty awesome. As I was going through it and reading it, it's very touching. I don't really know how to respond and make it sound genuine and not like hokey or anything, because this is the first time this has happened to me, at least. But it gives a bunch of reasons why he thinks I'm awesome. Sounds really like narcissistic to say, but it's true. And then included some pictures of me in past videos. There is one correction I would like to make, I suppose, in the news sense of the word, which is this. This is Technique PMR. Actually, it's an Esta, just saying. But it was close enough. It was spiritually in the right place. But yeah, that's really awesome. So I just wanted to say, thanks, Kyle. That's pretty fantastic. And this is all going on my wall above my desk. So I strongly suspect you'll see it at some point in one of the future reloads next time when we're in the office. So thanks, man. That was awesome.
And of course, for our November shout out, we want to give a very special one to the Confectionery Expert that comes into our office every now and then. Rhonda, awesome treats. The Anomaly cookies, they had like Reese's Pieces, I think, or M&Ms. I don't even know. It was a flavor explosion.
M&Ms inside of the cookie.
Pokemon.
Yeah, girl, take it.
Wear it. And the dog's done.
And the dogs are dead now. Yep. Because they ate chocolate.
That was awesome.
And then, of course, the cupcakes recently. There are these cupcakes, right? And they were chocolate, of course, with 2 Oreos and peanut butter in them. It was like there was a party in your mouth and everyone brought delicious treats and shared them with the rest of the party. But it doesn't get to that point where the party kind of stinks and everyone wants to leave. So, Rhonda, you are awesome. You give us the sugar rush we all need to get through the day. And thank you.
And how could we forget Matty Kay? Joined on the right, started posting a bunch, getting to know us and everything like that. In fact, came from OC up to Colorado, up and over to Colorado, brought us some delicious baked goods. In fact, you're gonna be moving out here. We're gonna be able to ball with you pretty soon. Hope to see you around the shop. It's gonna be super cool. But thank you very much for those delicious, delicious treats.
With the Thanksgiving holiday beneath us and Christmas coming up, I thought this was a extremely appropriate thank you, and a special thank you. Our good friend and good supporter of Hustle Paintball, Spencer, was flown out to PSP World Cup in October with the help of the Make-A-Wish Foundation, and I was extremely fortunate enough to hang out with him all day Sunday. And during a time or event where so many people were giving to him, he actually gave back. Not only did he supply me with laughs all day long, non-stop, and for being 12, and by the way, and Spencer, I know you're watching this, there is no way you're 12. I told you that all day long, but it is physically impossible to be that funny when you're 12. You've got to be like 15 or something. You had to be pulling my leg all day long. There's no way. But not only was I laughing all day long, but he got me this HK Streetball jersey, and that was such a nice gesture. I really appreciate it, man. You saw me eyeballing it for a second and kind of, gave it a smug look and moved on to film other stuff. And next thing I know, it's on me. It's around my neck. So thank you so much, Spencer. I really appreciate it, man. I mean, this thing is just straight up badass. So if you want to know what Spencer's all about, he is in Reload 39, wherever the PSP Reload is. I have a few clips of him there. And Spintastic made a cool video of him playing a point. He's a paintballer, so give him some support, guys. Find him on Google and shoot him a smiley face or a nice message. He's a great kid. And Spencer, I hope your Thanksgiving was awesome. I hope your Christmas is even better. Keep your chin up as you always have been, and I'm sure I'll talk to you soon.
For those of you that have already seen on my personal Facebook, I've already posted this, but if you ever see us in the public, in the wild, don't be afraid to come stop by and just say hi. You know, just be like, hey, you, Russell, I like your videos. You know, think you're cool. I wish I had your hair and your beanie and your tight pants that are your girlfriend's. But anyhow, just to make this real brief, this shout out goes to Aidan. He wrote on the back of a old Chicago note. This is the thing that wraps the silverware or whatever. My wife and I and my in-laws were enjoying dinner, and the waitress came up and slipped this note kind of nonchalant on the table and was like, "This is for you." She handed it towards my father-in-law. He started reading it, and it read, "Sup, Erik? Hustle Paintball rules. Please mention me in the next reload. Aidan." So there you go. P.S. I want a Planet Eclipse LV1 or a Dye DM14. I would like to have one of every color. So yeah, thanks, Aidan. It's really really flattering, and appreciate the note. But for all you guys out there and Aidan, if you ever see us out in the wild or out in public, you know, if you're local or if you see us at events, don't be afraid to come, you know, grab us and say, hey, really appreciate what you guys do. You know, I mean, we're all just normal dudes here that, you know, make a living off of paintball. We just happen to work at a shop. So, yeah, that's it.
I just wanted to give a quick shout out to my dogs, right, on YouTube. Had a lot of fun chatting with you guys, continue to. Really like the interactions we got going. Just wanted to say, you know, YouTube has changed its comment system. It's linked in with Google Plus now, so there are some changes, and not to get too technical and into it, you can select an option, you know, do not allow replies to this comment. If you want us to reply, don't select that, because we literally can't reply. And we're still working through the bugs, and so if you have a question that, you know, it seems like we missed, we're not ignoring you, we just missed it. You know, we're keeping up with phones, emails, orders, so, you know, sometimes we miss stuff. If it's pressing, feel free to shoot us an inbox. But you know, it's been a lot of fun, so thank you for commenting on our videos. And this dog's getting heavy, so I'm gonna get going. She's growing up so fast, right? She's petrified. Have a good one, guys.
Just like that, new clothes. And I look like a bum. Or it's like a week later. No, never know. Another special thing we talked about in the office, birthdays. More specifically, birthday shout-outs. Something we've been iffy on just because, I mean, we get birthday requests all the time through email. So if we did birthday shout-outs, it would be the shout-out show. It would no longer be the reload. We'd be doing this constantly. There's a lot of you guys out there, and most of you have birthdays. So it would just be nonstop. So these two people are gonna be the first, the last, and the only, I guess only does mean last. Whatever, those 3 or 2 things, 2.5 things. Birthday shoutouts. So here we go. Nick Walker, happy birthday, and Chris De La Rosa, double happy birthday. So there you go. 1 of 1 Hustle Paintball birthday shoutouts. Never happen again unless you bribe us. So hope it was an off the wall, kick-ass, amazing birthday. Hope you enjoyed it. We literally talked about you guys in the office. Sounds creepy out of context. Happy birthday! Yeah! November, December.
We just got back from Heaven Dragon. It was good, but it made everyone feel a little wonky in the britches.
What's going on, guys? It's Erik behind the counter, and this week we've got Geo 3.1s. You can see we've already messed around with the black and gold, or the black and gold and the super blue, which we part swapped. So then we got a cotton candy I think it's what we're calling it. Or what was the actual original? Blink. And then like a Panther-esque gun. So these are the 4 we got. Of course, if you wanted, an actual super blue, we would part swap it back. Or you can take the Specta and the Midnight, or super blue and the Specta, whatever you want. But we have 4 of them right now. Surprisingly, no one has an order for them. So if you would like to pick them up, of course, you know where to get them. But just to answer a couple quick questions about if they're as long as the LV1 or if they're still the same length as the GO3. They are still the same length as the GO3, but, or at least by eye, without getting like exact measurements from Planet, we wouldn't know. But just, lining up the ASAs to each other, it seems like the angle of the backside of the foregrip, or the backside of the grip frame, is slightly more forward, if that makes sense. The GO3 was more straight up and down. So it's almost identical to the backside of the LV1. Actually, it looks pretty damn near close. But as far as the length goes, the stance, it's way more comfortable than the GO3. But it's a little bit longer, but I think it's due because of the rubber. It's taking up the extra space. So other than that, I mean, it seems like the grip frame being more sturdy, it seems to you don't feel a lot of resonance in your hands when you shoot it, which I'm excited for. Planet's really good at doing small things that you don't really notice that actually change a lot. So, although in a nutshell, GO3 and a GO3.1 is the same exact bolt engine, it does feel different. And I think it's due because of the grip frame. So another small touch that Planet Eclipse did that you probably didn't notice at first, the GO3s now have the sprocket air pipe, or a sprocket on the air pipe. Now, the reason why that's so cool, well, if you've been trying to take off your eye pipe on your LV1, when your hands are all greasy or it's raining out or what have you, sometimes it can be kind of challenging to remember which direction to go, because I know sometimes I can't. I'll go the wrong way. Like, oh, is it getting tighter? And then finally you find the right way to go, and then it starts getting smaller. It gets shorter, and then you can take it out. So it's a really nice touch that Planet Eclipse likes to, or that they did on the 3.1s, and also on the GSLs. The front piece right here is going to be anodized to match. So will Planet Eclipse sell the eye pipes separately? I hope so, because it would make it would be one more thing that you can throw in your LV1 to make it more streamlined, make it easier. And on top of that, all you guys that are trying to sell your LV1s for whatever reason, you guys can list that mod. Yeah, it's got the Geo 3.1 eye pipe or gas pipe mod. That adds on another $100. Whatever. So, moving on. So you guys remember earlier in the year, the E-Tech 4s in Titan White, they were discontinued. Well, they're back. We're getting a couple. They're just basically, people liked them enough and bugged Planet Eclipse enough that they actually brought them back for the E-Tech 4. So that's pretty awesome. So look for those. If you missed the boat trying to get the E-Tech 4 earlier in the year in Titan White, you can get it this time. I'm not sure what's over here, but that's the future, I guess. E-Techs are over here. Well, yeah, that's where we put them. So along with, as you saw a couple reloads ago, the Etha is also in Titan White. So pretty cool stuff. Not much this week. That's about it. I was really excited about this. I mean, look at that. Just screams in your face. Buy me. And actually, it makes me want some sugar. So, until then, guys, I'll see you next week, hopefully, if, paintball is awesome next week. See ya. Dance, dance, dance.
When you're pointing over there, for camera left or whatever, that should be the past, that should be the future. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not watching you.
going from left to right.
Past. No, you're like future. Past.
In the past and now the future.
It should be that way past.
Yeah.
That way future.
Is it still recording?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess you're right. I mean, you know, we do read books from left to right.
In America.
Yeah, it's past, future. But I wanted to go this way. I was like, in the past, I was going, in the past, and now the future. I'm not sure what that.
And Matty Kay joined on the riot. Definitely started. Definitely.
Those Oreos? Yeah. Those are ready? Those are Oreos. Oreo, peanut butter, wrapped in brownie.
Could you send me 2?
Wrapped around your face.
No, my face is wrapped around that.
Or it's totally a new week. And I did the last shout out last week. Magic of the internet.
Just jam it in.
This is my brother, Patrick.
Oh, shit,
Are you responsible for any of this?
Oh my god.
Are you responsible for any of this?
He's responsible for all of
started
this.
this whole thing.
He's the one who told me to bring them in the first place.
Oh my god, you're a winner.
All his fault.
Tonight! There's something tonight!
Ooh, yeah. GTFO.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm crying.
Oh, what's that in your hand?
How sensitive is this mic? Oh, also I forgot to mention, I don't know if you've seen this, but they got a little bowl right there on the pull tab. It's not red. That's one thing I would like to see, is that to be filled in with some sort of red nickel or aluminum.
So you can drink it?
Well, no, so it would be a red bowl, and just from a branding standpoint.
Oh god.